afternoon, welcome. I'd like to call this meeting to order. If you join us and stand for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, welcome to this balmy November 1st, 70-degree day. First thing on the agenda is the minutes from August the 23rd, 2016.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And then the payroll, October 31st, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And the claims, October 20th and October 27th.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, Sheriff Reynolds and Edie Hahn, we're going to talk about release for the RFP for the jail medic. Good afternoon.
When we talked to you before about the contract that we have, it was up, and we got an extension on the existing contract. And what we thought was the right way to do it would be to put out a request for proposal, and that's what this is basically. So we're asking you to approve that so we can get it out and see what's out there.
And last time when this was done to get us to where we were, Betty Knight had done quite a bit, extensive amount of work with the committee on getting the jail medical to where it is now. She had done, or the county had done at that point, basically two RFPs, the original RFP, and then a follow-up with some additional information to tighten it up. This meshes both of those into one. It also has the contract attached that we would like to utilize for whoever would get this contract. So I think it's in good form, and we would be looking to opening the proposals at the December 6th meeting.
Okay, very good. Have you had a lot of interest in the contract so far? How many bidders do you suppose?
I don't think we'd get more than two or three, probably including what we have now.
Okay. 'Cause I know Lake County is in the same process right now.
Right.
And I think they had 4 or 6,
right,
something like that. And of course, they eliminated some that didn't meet the requirements right off the bat.
Right. They've been communicating with us on what we're doing, and they're looking at a couple other counties. There's one in Marshall County that's a little smaller, but those are the types of companies that we'll probably look at, send it out to.
And is the current winner of the bid that's servicing you now, are they interested in bidding as well?
Yes.
Okay, is there a motion to release the RFPs for the jail medical?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you. Can I have one other thing? I know I've communicated you through emails regarding, which was originally on our the agenda, which was taken off, which I understand, regarding body cameras and car cameras. Obviously, the concern is the funding, where that money's going to come from. I know probably either this meeting or soon you're going to look at Motorola regarding 800 frequency by necessity.
Mm-hmm.
We met with Motorola today, looked at their system. They gave us a tentative proposal. I was going to give you a copy to look at. All I would like to have right now is just, in a standpoint of public safety and for our officers, being transparent, but primarily officer safety. I think body cameras are something that, and car cameras are something that we really should consider. The funding mechanism obviously is always the concern, but I'd appreciate it what your commitment or what your opinion might be in that respect.
I'll go first.
it's not only a matter of interest and safety for your officers, it's a matter of interest and safety for the general public with the current environment about every time something goes wrong, it's a policeman's problem or a policeman caused it. That type of a situation is easily resolved when you have those cameras. The other thing is, and you touched on it for a minute, is the 800 megahertz. I've been working with the advisory committee for 911 and what have you for a long time, and they're kind of like, where are we at with it? And that's the big question. I mean, it's a $9 million proposition. If we do something this year, if we wait until next year, it's a $10 million proposition. They're willing to give us $1 million discount if we agree to do something. The problem comes in that the radio communication is a two-edged sword, because we have to provide the 911 service, but the people in the field have to be able to receive it, and those people have to have radios and equipment in their vehicles and portable that accommodate that. We consolidated 911 to help the cities and the municipalities be able to have a central dispatch point. We can't, I don't think, take on all the expense of all the equipment. We have to do that for our county employees, for our departments. But I think the municipalities, and even the townships have fire districts, I think they need to step up. Would we be willing to help? I certainly hope so. But I think that they have to come forward with some of the money, and I'd like to propose that we accept Motorola's plan contingent on the county council finding the funding necessary to support the infrastructure part of it, and hopefully negotiating with the municipalities and the Motorola people to find out how the equipment's going to be paid for. I've had conversation with Council President Witten, Councilman Poprod, Councilman Jessen, and Councilwoman Conover. All of them agree that this has to be done, and the sooner the better if we're going to save any money at all. All of them expressed an interest and a willingness to help resolve the problem financially. So I think we should give them our vote of support and let them go to work for us to see if we can't get this deal closed before we lose $1 million. So that's my 2 cents. Laura, Jeff?
I wasn't prepared to discuss this today, so it's not on the agenda, so that's where I'm at.
I'm in a similar position. I think it's obviously something that needs to be done. We've had, as you said, these discussions, and
Well, it was on the agenda and taken off because of, I think...
It was never on the agenda, Sheriff, never.
Oh, I thought it was on the
It was
agenda.
never on the agenda.
The presentation done by the fire services and 911 was presented to us 2 months ago. How long does it take to absorb something?
I don't know, you're chairing that committee. This is the first time I've heard anything about it, so, and that's been, what, 2 meetings? So, have you given us an update on that meeting, or what's going on there?
Well, I'm just telling you what was presented by
Okay.
the fire departments and the 911 service.
And they don't want to pay, right?
Well,
Don't know?
the question is, are they going to pay? No
the funding.
one can pay for the 911 infrastructure but this body and the council.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
The equipment, I've just given you an option for. I turn it back to the municipalities to take care of it.
Okay. We don't have funding options.
The council is willing to take that initiative. I don't know that we're willing. Are you willing to say, let's spend another $1 million if we wait till January?
There's always a hook in there.
Well, they wrote the proposal to read that way. I didn't create the proposal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. Scott McDonald, Opera House Director, Kurt Ellis, Civic Plus, Subsite Agreement, Respite House, Venue Agreement, Robert Vanderstelt and Alextra Santos, Venue Agreement, Bethany Borg, Artistic Service Agreement, Brandon Dickens, Artistic Service Agreement, Christopher Haddad, Artistic Service Agreement, Bryant Moore, Artistic Service Agreement, Sharon Shepard, Artistic Service Agreement, Donald Parker, Artistic Service Agreement, Laura Smelter, Artistic Service Agreement. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. You want to talk about Civics Plus first, or you want us to do a motion on all the agreements?
Let's go ahead and talk about Civics Plus.
Okay.
Since Kurt's here with information on that.
We're basically looking to do the same thing we did with the Expo Center. The Opera House has a current website now that is not on Civics Plus, but it is left over from when tourism provided the website capabilities to the different venues. It's an archaic piece of technology that is, from what I understand, so difficult to understand and use, and it doesn't look good. I mean, when you go to buy a ticket, you have to click 6 or 7 times to find where you want to go to buy a ticket. And I think we can make it a whole lot easier on the Civics Plus website, make it more appealing, and just make it a much better product for them to use. I mean, we're going to have to do a little working with the ticketing software program, Showware, but everything that we've seen so far, we can make the two work together pretty well, and maybe even cut down some work on the Showware side a little bit.
And Civics Plus is the platform you use for the Expo.
And that the county uses for the portico.org website too, but this is a different platform, the newer platform. And the nice thing is, we don't have to go through a learning curve this time because we went through it with the Expo Center part, so it's something that we could probably move forward with a little bit faster.
Questions? Is there a motion?
Is this something that you're funding out of your budget?
Yes.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
I'd entertain a motion for all the agreements that I read when Scott and Kurt were making their way up here.
I'll make the motion for all artistic services agreements for the president's mentioning.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Sunday, voters registration, one-time rental of equipment between election systems and software of Porter County. Hello.
Hi.
Who's
Sorry.
winning?
Huh?
Who's winning?
We don't know. Everybody, I think.
No one is losing it.
That's right. All right, so I'm sorry, I didn't even know we were on the agenda, so I just ran up here.
You were in the nick of time.
That's
Tell
right.
us about what
Perfect.
you want to rent.
The rental agreement is for a ballot printer to rent for this election because the turnout's been so heavy downstairs, to try to move the line along a little bit, so the voters don't have to wait so long in line. Because they're waiting in excess of hour and a half to 2 hours without the second printer. Now it's a lot shorter.
It's helping.
Oh, it's helping a lot, yeah.
Now, that'll be housed here on Election Day, and then you'll print the ballots that are needed and get them to the different precincts? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, we'll keep that here also, so in case we need more ballots on Election Day, they'll be able to use it for that, too.
And that can print a ballot for any different precinct
Mhm.
in the county, so that
Yep.
there's nobody on a ballot that doesn't belong on a ballot, or
Right.
vice versa.
Vice versa, yeah.
Very good.
So nobody runs out.
I'll make a motion to approve the rental contract.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Matt Stakely, Facilities Director, Facilities Snow Agreement for North Porter County. Afternoon, Matt.
Hi. I'll be really quick. Kind of a brief background for the commissioners, kind of on the way the snow was being done. Was it was outsourced, and we have equipment, we have people in-house, and last year I started to do it, and this is kind of the final piece of the puzzle to take it in-house turnkey. The only issue is North County. It's kind of off the grid in terms of the location. In the heavy snow, it's hard to get out there, so I propose and ask for your support that this 1 year only, we sub it out to a vendor. That's the walkways, that's the parking lot, that's salt control. I went out to bid with it, and you have your 3 vendors and their prices before you. Northwoods, quotes, correct. Sorry, one day I'll get the bid and quotes correct. The Northwoods, who was the lowest, is actually the same vendor who plows the hospital next door. So that was really comforting. I mean, managing snow in my line of work is extremely difficult, but this was comforting that they've proven themselves already in their next door anyway. So that's kind of where this was, and it's the lowest bid was $12,000. In 2013, 14, and 15 total, we spent $322,000, which comes out to $107,000 a year. Now we're looking to go down to $12,000 a year. So this is tangible. This isn't, we'll see if it pans out. This is real hard numbers, real dollars and cents, and it's extremely exciting, and it's a big deal.
Questions? I'll make the motion for Northwoods Limited for the contract snow removal for North County Annex Building.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Before we vote, I think you need to take into consideration the cost of the vehicles and what you're paying the people, rather than just say what you paid in a contract is equal to what you're going to pay in a contract this year. So, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you, and I also want to single out Highway and Expo. Lori and Andy, us 3 have met, and it definitely was with their support. We have the vehicles, it was just sharing resources, and so the communication between departments is also really exciting. So thank you.
Yep, thank you, Matt.
Reports from Commissioner, South District.
Excuse me. LPA claim form number 9 for Porter County Replacement Bridge 62, County Road 625 West over Kankakee River in the amount of $6,910.26. Recommend approval.
Second.
All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
LPA claim number 3, 100 south, 2,000 feet west of County Road 725 west to 1,000 feet east of County Road 500 west for intersection and site distance improvements in the amount of $20,059.55. Recommend approval.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. North District has Porter County Bridge number 1008, Clem Road over Willow Creek, Bean, Longset, and Neff, fee justification for survey and design in the amount of $65,700. Bridge 1008 is one of the projects that was awarded funding with the Community Crossing Matching Grant. Recommended approval.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, pose same sign, motion carries. Jeff, you want to do all districts?
Sure. LPA claim form number 20 for the inspection of 126 bridge structures in Porter County in the amount of $14,945. Recommend approval.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign, motion carries. Correspondence, we have a request by Dawn Pelk of Porter County Substance Abuse Council for approval of grant funding allocation. Anybody here for that? No?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign, motion carries. And we have a request by Tina St. Aubin of Valparaiso Events to use the courthouse grounds on Friday, December the 2nd, 2016, from 5 until 8 for holidays, and 2 p.m. until 9 p.m. for holiday activities, including a live nativity and caroling.
I'll make the motion.
Motion?
Second.
And a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Pose same sign, motion carries. Okay. Anything else? Did we miss something?
There's one more thing on correspondence.
One more on the curse.
I only have two.
I only have two.
I think they had a PowerPoint to go through some of the
construction
photos of the
Okay. Under correspondence, we have a quote from Lowe, software purchase for $7,000 to include the annual software programming time, customer database, and conversion and setup. What offices? Vicki?
Yes, this is related to our new financial accounting software that you already signed the contract for. The conversion is going forward. But this is an effort to jumpstart one component of the program, so we will not be using our current vendor. And this is dealing with the Affordable Care Act reporting requirements.
I'm sorry.
Yes, this year, the IRS granted an extension. We believe strongly, based on everything that I have been able to read and in my correspondence with Congressman Visklowski, there will not be another extension for next year. So we need to get the information compiled and reported to the IRS in order to avoid penalties. And so because we're converting to LAO, it makes sense to utilize LAO for this part of the program.
Whose budget?
Mine.
Who's going to pay for it?
Mine, the auditor's office, yes.
As long as you're paying for it. But
Yes, and there's a very good chance we won't actually pay for this. And what I mean by that is that we have a service, we have hours designated in the contract for maintenance, and so if we don't use it, we won't be billed for it. And this year, as an example, on our tax system, we budgeted for an amount, and we're not even paying for 16,000 of it because we didn't need all those service hours.
Great, very good. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And I can tell there's a what if, or no?
No?
No, but? No, that's...
No, this is just really important. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Vicki.
Okay, we're going to do an update on the animal shelter. Who's doing that?
I can do that.
Doris,
I talked to Jerry Gelski today. You want to just go through he just sent some pictures, but I didn't look at the pictures yet myself, so I'm not sure exactly what they're all going to be, but I'll go through what we did talk about. The curbs and the sidewalks are in. Starting very soon, within the next couple days, they are also going to pour the dumpster pad and get the parking lot binder down. They are about 85% done with the masonry, and the water line is in. Sewage, they're expecting to come soon. The trusses should come next week, and he said it's just going, knock on wood, but couldn't be going better right now. Very happy with the process.
That's great. The weather's sure been cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, good news.
Looking
Good.
Looking good.
Don't
Looking
think it
good.
could be looking better.
As Scott said to me earlier, it looks like they're getting paid for that as fast as they're working.
That usually helps.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Great.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
And Jerry's been great to work with so far, too. He's been on it and out there and looking out for us, so that's really helpful.
Great.
Mm-hmm. Pictures say 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, anybody wish to address this body? Is there anyone in attendance that wants to talk to us? Last time? Okay, we're going to stand in recess and reconvene as the Plan Commission. So, we have one rezoning. It's
Second reading.
by the time she gets up here, it can be done. It's a A1 General Agriculture District to R1 Low-Density Single-Family Residential District. The petitioners Gerald and Shirley Gunther. This is second reading.
I'll make the motion to approve.
There's a motion.
Second.
And a second. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thanks, Christie.
We stand in recess.